Boy, yes, him. Why? Because he had to do what? He had to put on some dress, like Tyler Perry. Where he had to get to, he had to play what? A old black woman. That's a sin. You understand? Now, if you have to do that to get rich, then it's better to stay poor.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or come join this brotherhood. You understand? Come join this brotherhood. Get them riches. But you could for sure, you know what I mean, try to get rich, but trying to get rich in this kingdom, you're gonna have to really be careful. You understand? What did Job said? Give me Job 9:24. Give me Job 9:24, and then give me money is the root to all evil. And then money is a defense.
It's like it, sir. I got it.
Come on.
It's the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Now, with getting rich, you got to keep that in mind. This earth is run by who?
Like it, sir.
Uh-huh.
By wicked rulership.
Yes, by wicked people. You understand? So guess what? You want to be part of Hollywood, you're going to have to do what? You got to put on that dress, huh?
Right.
You got to put on that dress. Right? You have to lay down, you know what I mean, with the oppressor. Woman, what you going to do? You going to turn it down? You better turn it down. You understand? You better turn it down. Keep in mind, when you're trying to go get rich, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. This earth is run by wicked men. You understand?
Okay.
Now, with that being said, go try getting rich and see what will take place. What I would rather do, what I would rather do is to get rich with my brothers and sisters.
Right.
Get poor with my brothers and sisters. You understand? That's what I would rather do. But you know what I mean? Ain't no sin with you trying to get rich, but just make sure you don't, you know what I mean, you don't get taken in sin. Trying to do it and in making decisions. What's the next scripture I call for?
It's like it, sir. First Timothy 6:10.
Go ahead.
For the love of money is the root of all evil.
And that's one of the things with trying to get rich. You might say, first, I'm just going to get rich to try and help my nation. Right? You ever hear others who say you had to join fighting from inside. Brothers who join the military, when you talk to some of them or some organization that you know is evil against black people, they tell you what? Well, you have to join them to fight what's on the inside. And what have happened?
You end up becoming just like them, sir.
Yeah, you end up becoming just like them. Yeah. Or you're going to have to retire and just face reality that you don't join them, you don't be part of them to do what? To change, to make a change. You are going to have to make the change. You are going to have to join the U.P.K. and make that change in your life. You understand? You joining them. Come on.
I'll say so, like, sir, you can't stop a snake from being a snake, sir.
You can't. Why? Go ahead.
Oh no, so like I said, I was just gonna what you saying about the whole thing, people saying from the inside and everything is so true that they always use that excuse. And everybody knows like Jay-Z is one of my favorite rappers. But even he said in the song, like, when he was talking about he dumbed down his lyrics to double his dollars. And he was like, I can't help the poor if I'm one of them, so I got rich and gave back. So his thing is like, well, I gotta get rich so I can help poor people. But really, Jay-Z doesn't really help poor people at all, to be honest.
No, he does. Why? Because in that contract, somewhere deep in that contract, the oppressor says you better not go back to that hood.
Right. Come. Right.
Right? Remember, they did that to the basketball players. They told them to do what? Their contract, they told them to what? Stay away. You know what I mean? From those elements. You understand? Like you go join an organization that won't stop you from doing what? Smoking, won't stop you from having sexual relations with heathens.
Right.
You understand? But you're trying to fight from inside. No, Negro, you're looking for an easy way out, and you trying to get rich. You're trying to get money. You understand? What's the next picture I call for? I think I call for the one where it says, go ahead.
We're not finished with 1 Timothy 6:10.
Salakia, go ahead.
Which while some covered after, they have erred from the faith.
They have what?
They have erred from the faith.
Now you understand why Creflo Dollar, the Jakes, don't want to give up their church because of what? Money. You understand? Now you understand why I have Oprah Winfrey's. You understand? The Jay-Z's. You understand? Because they do not want to give up money. They do not. And they will rather sell you out to get money. Right? Read on.
And have pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
And have what?
And have pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
How they doing that? Right? Plenty of people say what? They think money brings what?
Happiness.
Happiness, sir.
Yeah, they think money brings happiness. But brother, if you could be a fly on the wall, some of these rich people houses are, you will thank the Lord where you at. You understand? You will thank him. Why? Because to have money and no wisdom, it's, you know what I mean, it's you are going to be in some problems. You understand? To have money without any wisdom, you are going to be in some type of sorrow. You understand? You remember Michael Jackson? You see, they remember Michael Jackson. He did, right?
Gone, sir.
All the money in the world. All the money in the world. And how died?
Broke.
Overdose.
He died broke.
Died like
He died like a regular Negro.
Yeah, like a crackhead. Like somebody who just, you know what I mean, couldn't help it. All right? What about what's his sister name?
Whitney Houston, sir.
Whitney Houston. You understand? And the brother who acts as Chalky White.
Prince.
What Prince? How about Chalky White? You all know Chalky White? I forget what show that was. That was the Irish mob show.
Boardwalk Empire. His name is,
Boardwalk Empire.
Michael K. Williams.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael K. Williams.
From The Wire as well.
Omar.
Yeah, from
Omar.
Yeah. How he died?
Overdose.
Fentanyl. You understand? That's the sorrows that come with money. You understand? Like money don't make you happy. When money make you happy, you simple as can be. You understand? You're as simple as can be. All right. Who have the other scripture I was asking for?
You talking about the one in Isaiah?
No, I think my right. I think is this one right here. Right? Read that. What does that say?
So, like, sir, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense.
What?
For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense.
So, in other words, what? It's saying, well, you could go there and what? Make that money. Why? Because money is a what? Defense.
Defense. Man.
So now what? Your kids don't have to go hungry. You understand? Right? Your family don't have to go hungry. Your family don't have to, you know what I mean, go panhandle. Right? They don't have to. Why? Money is a what?
Defense.
A defense. Look at money as being a what? Defense. You understand? Look at it as being a defense. So now when you go get that money, right? The money you get, that money, you ain't thinking like, I have to do this for this money. Why? Because if you don't have to put on a dress, then don't put on a dress. Don't do it. You can make money some other way. You don't need that money. You'll be crying like, what's his name? Ricky Smiley. after a man done be literally and tell you what I told him that he the only time I'll act with him again is if he put on a dress in a movie. And come on.
Okay. No, so like I was gonna say, that's the same thing that DeAndre Bonds said. You know, DeAndre Bonds that was in, The Wood, and he was in that movie Lockdown, Sunset Park, a bunch of movies. He's basically that one role in Lockdown, like sort of like just messed him up. He was like, I just regret it so much. You know what I'm saying? Like he cried about it and everything because he had to get raped by some oppressor in jail in the movie.
What?
And he was never the same after that.
Yep. Come on.
He gotta call another oppressor. Get him to call another oppressor. Spray paint him black and let him be a stunt double, man.
Right.
Save the integrity.
Right.
There's some oppressor that will, willingly do that for 500. What? 1%, 0.10% of the amount of money you're gonna make in that movie. You understand?
Come on.
Right. I don't know if Bosses, I don't know if you asking a question or if you 5-15 from someone.
Okay.
All right. About Oprah, anti-Oprah, as they call her.
You want me to go back to reading that, sir?
Yeah, come on.
Come on, sir. Shalaki. There was a time not very long ago when she was infallible among Black folks, the unproblematic interviewer and entertainer behind so much of our beloved content. But her image has taken a bit of a nosedive in recent times. For many, it happened for the first time a few weeks ago when Taraji P. Henson went viral over her statements about unequal pay for Black women in Hollywood and her insistence that it almost caused her to walk away from the Color Purple film, which Winfrey co-produced.
Now, what does the Bible say about that, about paying a man?
The Bible says you got to pay that man that day for his work.
All right. Get it from me. You know where it is?
Kind of, I believe so.
Who have Ephesians? Ephesians 1 for me.
Deuteronomy, let's see. Deuteronomy 24:15. It says the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 24, verse 15.
Deuteronomy 24:15.
Yes, sir. At his day, thou shalt give him his hire, neither shall the sun go down upon it, for he is poor, and setteth his heart upon it, lest he cry against thee unto the Most High, and it be sin unto thee.
So we at 15.
Khan. There's another one too.
Right. So start at
14.
start at
10.
Okay, go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 24, verse 10. When thou dost lend thy brother anything, thou shalt not go into his house to fetch his pledge.
All right. What is that talking about? So remember, this has to do with what? Brotherhood. Right? It's or you know what I mean, or more so, you know what I mean, a law to keep brotherhood. You understand? So you're saying what? Read it one more time.
Khan, when thou dost lend thy brother anything, thou shalt not go into his house to fetch his pledge.
Right? The Lord is saying what? If you lend a man anything, you can lend him what? You can lend him a tool. Lend him what? Anything. Money, anything. You cannot what? You shouldn't go to his house, but to fetch the pledge. Don't go to his house. Right? Read on. And all the laws. You understand? Whereas it's going to, you know what I mean? It's there so that when you do lend brother something, right? The brother should have the moral or the integrity to what? Give it back. But let's read a little more. There's a button in it. Read.
Verse 11. Thou shalt stand abroad, and the man to whom thou dost lend bring out the pledge abroad unto thee.
Right? He's saying what? Don't go into his house. But you could do what?
Stand outside. He'll bring it out to you.
Yeah, stand outside. He'll bring it out. Correct. He'll bring it out to you. You understand? But now read on.
Verse 12. And if the man be poor, thou shalt not sleep with his pledge.
So the man that lend you, if he's poor, you should not what?
Sleep with his pledge.
You shouldn't sleep with his pledge. The Lord really trying to do what? He's trying to show us how we could live with each other. This Bible is based off of laws. You understand? And without it, it's going to be lawless. And that's what it's looking like. Because your pastors or your leaders fail to teach us these things in church. Your oppressor is not going to have a class to teach you the laws of God. He's not. It was up to who? Your black leaders to do it, and they fail. So now guess what? You owe me $5, I come and see it, and you better have it. Or else there's going to be some problems. You understand? You know what? Brothers die over money. You over lending a man a tool. Die. Read on.
Verse 13. In any case, thou shalt deliver him the pledge again when the sun goeth down. that
Right.
he may sleep in his own raiment, and
Mhm.
bless thee, and it shall be righteousness unto thee before the Most High thy power.
You understand? Like, don't let his sun go down. Like the Lord showing you how to deal, deal with each other here, man. You understand? You deal with a brother like this, you deal with a brother or sister, you deal with them right. You understand? Then we basically building what? The kingdom of heaven. You understand? Read on.
Verse 14, thou shalt not oppress an hired servant that is poor
Thou,
and needy.
thou shalt not do what? Damn,
Hold on mute.
hold on. Somebody taking the class, somebody wrote or something, man.
Just put your phone on mute, slide.
It's 12, so I got it.
Verse 14.
Whoever that was, if you have any question, just take yourself off mute. All right. Come on.
Verse 14. Thou shalt not oppress an hired servant that is poor and needy, whether he be of thy brethren or of thy strangers that are in thy land within thy gates.
So what is the Lord saying here? What's the Lord saying here? What's the Lord saying here?
He said, don't treat them cruel. That means to oppress. Don't treat your servant, your hired servants cruel, your brother or the stranger that's there. Don't treat them because you're the one hiring them. Don't treat them poor. Don't treat them like hardship, and don't treat them bad because they are poor working for you.
Mm-hmm. In other words, don't take advantage of them. Don't take advantage of them because they're poor. And who does this the best?
Oh man,
The oppressor, sir.
Yeah,
The Christian church.
And who did Oprah learn it from? The oppressor. She knows that black people need that money, especially these celebrities, so-called celebrities. They have a certain type of lifestyle that my money, your money ain't enough. They need that money. You understand? And being black, something about, black people, when they get to the top, they want to see other black people extra hard. Either hard like them or even harder to get to their level. You understand? They learn from the oppressor, learn it well from the oppressor, right? Just to go back, what's a pledge? Let's be, make sure we're clear on it. What's a pledge?
A pledge is like a promise or agreement.
Like you.
Look it up. Come on.
Merriam-Webster definition of pledge: a bailment of chattel as security for a debt or other obligation without involving transfer of title.
Right.
Something
so that's basically it. So a pledge is you hold it. It's like when you go to a bank, the bank asks you what you have as what? Collateral. Basically. You understand? What they're gonna hold when they lend this money. And now they lend you, and now they give you the money. Now, if you don't pay up, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna take that from you. You understand? Come on.
Like when Esau, they'll come repo your car while you're sleeping. They go right up in your yard and grab your damn car. You wake up, car gone.
Don't do it. Yes. You understand? The Lord is saying, don't do what the oppressor does. That's how they do their thing. You understand? Don't do that. Especially to a poor man. You holding something. A poor man, something to hold, for something that he needed. He come back. You better give him it. Hold it from him, not withhold it from him. Like Esau liked to do. And this scripture here, especially when you go work for the oppressor, right? How many weeks you had to put in before you give your money?
Damn. Down there 3.
Right? I think
Yeah,
it's
like a week in a hole.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
in the
2 weeks.
First.
Yeah, 2 weeks in the hole. So you working, he don't care how you're getting to work out. He don't care if you had to go dance. He don't care if you had to go rob, steal. You better get to work for them 2 weeks. But the Lord is saying what? Read it one more time.
Kind of one kind. Verse 14. Thou shalt not oppress an hired servant that is poor and needy, whether he be of thy brethren or thy stranger that are in thy land within thy gates. Verse 15.
Just to go back and answer this, brother, question here, right?
Oh,
just read the part one more time. So Sister Lakia, so don't let the sun go down without doing what specifically. So go back to that part there.
Kind of one kind. Verse 13.
I.S.U.P.K. I'm Salakia, if your sister don't know, but I.S.U.P.K. Yeah, he or she had this question. Come on.
Verse 13. In any case, thou shalt deliver him the pledge again when the sun goeth down, that he may sleep in his own raiment, and bless thee, and it shall be righteous unto thee before the Most High thy power.
Right. Whatever it was. As it said, it could be what? It could be anything. You understand? It could be anything. He could be like, what? Lend me a sledge or your axe. Let me hold this hold this what? Back then was what? Let me think. Let's use money for today's purpose, right? You'll be like, yo, hold this $50. I'm just gonna borrow a sledge, right? I'm gonna bring it back in one piece. If you don't bring it back in one piece, then this money is mine. You bring this ox back in one piece, what should he do? He should what? Give you that $50, give you that money. You understand? So it's like you whatever deal you all made, whatever pledge you all made, it's saying don't let the sun go down without you fulfilling that pledge to that poor man. Okay? Go ahead, read on. So you can go back now to the verse you was in.
Verse 15, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 24, verse 15. At his day, thou shalt give him his hire, neither shall the sun go down upon it, for he is poor and setteth his heart upon it. Lest
Understand?
he cry.
So now, this is what your oppressor does. He knows you want money. He knows it. Right? To the point whereas he doesn't care where you get it from. So guess what? You're oppressed so much that because brothers and sisters are not privy to the truth, not privy to the God laws, guess what they go do? They go do something illegal so that they can have that money that they need that day. Some of us can't wait 2 weeks. Sisters can't wait 2 weeks to get the pay. But the oppressor does it. And in that oppression leads you to go commit some type of crime. And he knows it. He knows it. Or guess what's going to happen? you will end up with what? About 2 or 3 jobs. Right? Just trying to make that money, just trying to make ends meet. Because this is a wicked place we are in. Evil place we are in. Right? On the so-called oppressor's dollar, what does it have? In God we trust. In God we trust on the dollar. And there's nothing that the Lord say to do. Nothing. Especially when it comes to what? Money. When it comes to money, you don't mess with the so-called oppressor's money. You don't mess with it. Right? And how you know you don't mess with it with your oppressor's money? How you know that?
Because he'll throw you in jail. You're a tax evasion.
Jail. Or you could get unalive act with some of these oppressors. You met this oppressor money. He start losing money. If he starts losing money, what happens? What could happen? What does it lead to?
So, like you, sir, inflation. The value of your money go down.
No, okay, meaning what does it lead the oppressor to do? If he doesn't unalive you and he's losing his money, you have nothing to do with stock market crash. Come on.
The oppressor will unalive himself.
Yes, he will unalive himself. You understand?
Okay.
Like you crash market, the market crash. You ever hear a black man unalive himself because the market crash? No, I'm not saying it never happened. It could, but it's way fewer than the oppressor. You understand?
Okay.
Once the oppressor knows he loses his money, he will take his own life. He will unalive himself. You understand? They do. Come on.
It was a running joke that said if Bill Gates woke up with Oprah Winfrey's money, he'd jump off a building.
Yeah. And they're serious about it. These so-called oppressors, that rich and wealthy, they wake up in the morning and that bank account is dry, or somebody gonna have to die be alive. Excuse my language. Somebody. Right? Read on.
Colin Wakan. It's verse 15 at the bottom.
Hold on. A question here, right? Salakia from Kudathara, right? Salakia is holding a person's paycheck for a week or too lawful. Kodam. Kodam? No, I'm asking Kodam. Is it lawful?
Sorry, sir, can you hear me?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I can hear you. Somebody had to put herself on mute though.
That might be the Slacky, sir.
Oh. Go ahead. Is it lawful? Let me see. Lahab. Is it lawful to hold a person's paycheck for a week or two?
It's lawful. They do it. They do it at every slavery. They hold a check for you, like I forget what they call it, but they hold a week. So I believe it's lawful.
Okay. Read it one more time for me, Kowal, read that one more time for me.
No.
No, okay. I'm not maybe I didn't phrase it correctly. Is it lawful according to the Bible? When asked, is it lawful, meaning according to the Bible, is it lawful for you to hold a person's paycheck for a week or two?
Salaki, sir, can you hear me now?
They can. Mm-hmm.
I went out, Salaki, sir. But according to the scripture that Oscar Kowal just brought out, sir, is not lawful.
Yeah, it's not lawful to hold someone pay, even though what? Even though, right? America does it, right? Right? If you are a supervisor or you have a business, you try not to do it the way he does it. You understand? A man work for you, you try your best to pay him, unless you all sit down and have some type of agreement. If you have some type of agreement, you do this to me in 2 weeks time, or a week time, you'll get this. You understand? Right? But you can't just hold a man pay, for a week or two. You understand? There must be some type of agreement, right? Even with I.S.U.P.K, there is some type of agreement. Why? Because you sit down there and do what? What do you do? After you get the interview and I.S.U.P.K calls in and say, I'm going to give you the job. What do? You just get the job? What you do?
You fill out your banking information before you pay you.
A little more than that.
You sign the agreement or whatever. The terms.
So you agree to it, right? You agree to it. You understand? But if you have it your way, right? You should do it like the Bible said to do it, which is a man work for you. You try to pay him for that work same day. You understand? All right, read it one more time. Read it one more time. Kowal.
Deuteronomy 24:15.
Mm-hmm.
At his day, thou shalt give him his hire, neither shall the sun go down upon it, for he is poor and setteth his heart upon it, lest he cry against thee.
Right, especially if you're poor. Right, and okay, what's the spirit behind this law? What's the spirit behind it? Correct. Correct, sir. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Is it Brotherhood?
Yes, Brotherhood, but it's a spirit behind you giving this poor man his money for work.
Salaki, sir.
He needed
it.
Yes, he needed, but the spirit behind it so that he doesn't do what? He doesn't become a criminal. He doesn't have to do something, you know what I mean? Because who wants to go back to a house where your kid's hungry, your wife hungry? You understand? And depending on you just left to go work so that they could have some food on the table. Come on.
And so, like, if I may, I don't want that's heavy, because if you ask, coming from the streets or whatever, no matter what that thing is, you looking for that instant reward, so you don't have to go, and rob or steal or lie, or the sisters be in the strip club because they get paid that night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And that's why the Lord also to remember the gleanings.
Right.
What do you say about the gleanings?
Leave some for the poor.
Yes, you're a farmer. The ones that what? Let's get that. You finish with this one?
That's much, but that's it.
Get it when it speaks about the gleanings.
Leviticus 23 and 22, I believe. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 22. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when you reapest.
You shouldn't what?
Make clean riddance of the corners of thy field.
Of the corners of your field. Right? Read on.
When thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest.
Right. Where's the gleaning? So you don't leave the corners. Right? What's the gleanings? Oscar. What's the gleaning?
Definition of harvest.
Salaki, sir. Yeah. The gleaning is when they gather up the things that fall as they gather.
Right. So he's saying don't do what?
Don't pick them up.
Wherever on that ground, that's it. You leave it right here. You understand? Right? And this was for who? Read on.
Neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and the stranger. Leave them unto the poor and the stranger.
You understand? And the Lord knows to, really keep that brotherhood. You understand? Why? Because think about this way. You have a farm, right? Or you have land. You're a farmer, right? Your brother, a family member, right? Brother who you grew up with. Just pick what? Corn and just start eating it. You will get upset with him? You get upset with him, you'll get mad, pick one, he started to eat it. You ain't get upset with him. You understand? Which shows you that what? We have what? We are family. And the Lord trying to keep us or have us have rules like a what? Like a family. So we don't think like we what? Like we individuals. You understand? These are laws. These are laws that a selfish person will not want to follow. You understand? And the oppressor has turned so many of us to being selfish. You understand? That we do not want to share nothing we have with other black people. So now, guess what? When the Mexicans come into America, guess what? What happens? How you look at them?
Like family, sir.
No, meaning that's how we look at them. In here, in the UPK. But I'm talking about the brothers and sisters in the world. How do they look at the Mexicans and them coming up?
So like it, sir. Like competition.
Yes, like competition. Like they're coming to steal food out my mouth. They're coming to steal resources or take resources from me and my family. When you were here before the Mexicans and you still didn't what? You still never receive any of the money or none of the resources.
Right.
You understand? But if we follow what the Lord's saying to do, guess what? The Mexicans, they will consider what in the scripture? What do we consider? Read that scripture over one more time.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am the Most High, your power.
So who's the Mexicans?
They are the poor and the stranger.
Yeah. You understand? And when they come across here, we should do what? We should share everything with them. Everything. The cold, we're going to get them what? Sweaters. They're hungry, we're going to get them what? Food. We're going to share everything with them. You understand?
Okay.
But America turned us into being selfish humans. Selfish humans. Turned us into people who only what? Love what he loves and hate what he hates. You understand? Like the so-called oppressor, he really is trying to sit in the seat of who?
Like that one.
To some of us. Come on.
He wants to sit in the seat of Yahweh.
Yes, God. You're correct. You understand? That's what it said in what? What precept am I referring to?
Obadiah. Isaiah.
Isaiah. Right? He wants to be looked at as being God. You understand? So guess what? We love what he loves and hate what he hates. So we do what? He loved the Ukrainians. So guess what? We love the Ukrainians. You understand? The oppressor, loved the rich of us. So we what? We love the rich of us. The oppressor what? Hates the poor of us. And guess what? The rich hates the poor of us.
Right.
You understand? Right? And any more to that?
Come on. Sir. Proverbs 38 and 9 speak to more about what you were saying about why you should pay the man that day, and how, you know, if Esau don't take care of, you know, the strangers that come over here because they turn into criminals. They're poor.
Yeah.
Proverbs 30 verse 8. It says, remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. Verse 9. Lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is the Most High? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of the Most High in vain.
Right, read it one more time for me. Tell me where you're at. Hold on.
The book of Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 9, but I started at 8.
So let me get away.
30 and 9.
It
says, lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is the Most High? Or lest I be poor and steal.
Okay, read verse 8.
Kind. Remove far from me the vanity and lies.
So he's asking the Lord to do what? Remove from him what?
Vanity and lies.
Right? Read on.
Give me neither poverty nor riches.
So he don't want to be poor, neither does he want to be what? Rich. Right? Read on.
Kind. Feed me with food convenient for me.
Right? Meaning he just want what? Just enough. He wants what's convenient. He wants what? What will keep him what? Alive. Right? Read on.
Kind. Verse 9. Lest I be full and deny thee.
Now, who is full and is denying Lord? Who's full?
Our leaders, sir.
Yeah.
Salakia.
Who's full? Come on.
Christian church.
Yes.
Salakia. I was gonna say the oppressor.
Okay.
Yeah, he don't deny.
He been full, but this is more so pertaining to our people. You understand? Because the oppressor be full or empty, he is going to do what? He going to deny the Lord.
Right.
You understand? Right? But didn't say, but Proverbs is written by who? I believe is either
Solomon.
David or Solomon. Right? I think it's Solomon. Just look that up. Come on. Right? Read that part over. Lest I be what? Full and deny thee.
That's right.
Right? Like your Oprah Winfrey. You understand?
Come.
Read on.
Khan. And say, who is the Most High?
What?
And say, who is the Most High?
And say, who is the Most High? Why? Because now he full. Guess who full in his belly? Who who's doing it? I right? I believe this is Solomon.
Right.
Speaking here, right?
Khan.
This is Solomon. And he is saying what? Lest I be filled and I do what?
Lest I be full and deny thee, and say,
and deny thee. Read on.
And say, who is the Most High? Or
read.
Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of the Most High in vain.
Right? So lest he be what? Poor and he what? He steal. That's why he is saying what? What is this going back to?
Going to the law of you, where you brought out, sir, about paying that man that day.
No, not really.
Gleaning. Oh, the gleaning?
No. It's going back to what he said in verse 8. What he said in verse 8.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Vanity. Because with vanity, guess what's going to happen when you have money? Lord, ain't no way around.
Right.
Right?
Come.
You're poor. Guess what you're going to believe in?
Lies.
Oh,
yeah.
Right? So that's why he's saying what? Let's I be full and what? Deny the Lord, because what? He's full of vanity. You understand? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of God, of the Most High in what? In vain. You understand why? Because now he's poor. Guess who he's saying make him poor? Who does a poor man hate?
The Most High.
Yeah. Take the Most High name in vain, his reputation in vain. It's like, why he made me poor? You know why I'm poor? Because of him. Why he made this oppressor rich? These oppressors rich and make me poor. Right? Read on.
Khan. Lest I be.
Yes. Go ahead.
That was it. So he was right.
Yeah. You understand? So the rich man, he does what? He full. So he gonna do what? He gonna deny the Lord, just like what remember the first scripture we pulled about a rich man being his hard to come into the kingdom of heaven.
Mhm.
Why? Because he's full, and he's full of vanity. Because in his mind, when Christ told the rich man to go sell his goods, he could not do it. Couldn't live without it. And Solomon is saying what? Remove from me what? Vanity. You understand? And then when you're poor, what did the Lord say about a poor man? When he said, "There's 3 things my soul hated." Leave. That's how it goes. You all remember that?
Con.
Slack, sir.
Yeah.
A beggar.
A beggar? Get it for me.
I said a poor man that's proud.
Yes. Where that is?
That's Ecclesiasticus.
Yeah. So give me that one too.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Ecclesiasticus.
I think it's 25. Check 25 and 2 or 1.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 1. You said 2, sir? Which one you want? You want to start?
What is one? Straight from this one.
Okay, verse 2. Oh, so I can't hear you. Say it again, sir.
I say you could try from verse 1.
Ecclesiasticus 25, verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified and stood up, beautiful, both before the Most High and men, the unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that a man and a wife that agree together. Verse 2.
Mm-hmm. So he's saying what? What is the Lord saying here? There's
3 things I was beautified and stood up.
Right, and these things he loved to see. He loved to see these 3 things. Read on.
The love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agree together. Verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
3 sorts of men my soul hateth.
So now you're going to get 3 sorts of men that he hates. Read.
And I am greatly offended at their life.
Uh-huh.
A poor man that is
and
proud.
he's what?
He is greatly offended at their life.
He greatly offended at the way they live in their life. Read.
A poor man that is proud.
Boy. Read on.
A rich man that is a liar.
You understand? Now you see why Solomon was saying what he said. Right? About not making him what?
Rich or poor.
Rich or poor. You understand? Read on.
And an old adulterer that doteth.
Right? And an old adulterer. Somebody who just, you know what I mean, like doing what? Like sleeping with what? Having sex with what? With a married woman.
Right.
The Lord hates it. You understand? He hates these things. You understand?
Okay.
Right. What's the next one? There's another one. Which one? A brother just said it.
Pumayar, Isaiah.
What did he say? Not well, I forget what he said. But that's another good one also too.
Slide it, sir.
Come on.
I got the precept. Is it the beggar?
Yeah.
Count on, sir. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 40, verse 28. My son, lead not a beggar's life, for better it is to die than to beg.
All right. So that's basically going into, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You better hold what? What is the Lord telling you to do here?
Slide it, sir.
Uh-huh.
Hold your integrity.
Yeah. You're saying no beg.
So like, sir,
Lead not a beggar's life. Come on.
don't put on that dress.
Yes. All right. Don't lead no beggar's life. And that's what your so-called your black leaders, that's the life they live. That's a beggar's life. That's them always. Martin Luther King, he was the king of them all. Beg to do what? To go in their stores. Beg to drink out their fountain. Beg to sit on their toilets. He led a what? A beggar's life. Martin Luther King. I'll read it one more time.
Slide it,
As I was about to say, don't compromise your morals for gain or approval. Correct. Right? Read on.
Verse 29.
No. Read that one more time.
Verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 40, verse 28. My son, lead not a beggar's life.
Right.
For better it is. Salakia.
Go ahead.
For better it is to die than to beg.
Understand? Like the Lord wants you to keep your morality, man. He wants you to keep your integrity. He said, better starve than to pawn a dress. Better starve than to perform your oral on a man for a movie part. Better starve.
Come on.
He's saying, don't do it. All right? Right?
Come on.
Don't beg. Right? Because you look at these other nations. Which other nation is begging right now?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
That'd be, I believe, Gaza. No.
They beg, what they begging for?
Well, Salakia, sir. Palestine, Salakia.
Yeah, but what they begging for?
Freedom, basically.
They begging for freedom. So there are people marching in the street for freedom.
La, sir. Salakia. They're begging to be, for them not to be bombed, so they can stop dying.
I'll call it. I'll more so say they're fighting. They're fighting. You understand? They're fighting to do what? To have a state. They're fighting. Begging would be what Martin Luther King did.
Right.
Begging what we preachers and the imam of us are doing. They're begging. You understand? These are the nations. They are fighting for their freedom. That's how you gain freedom, Mark. There's no way else to gain freedom. Somebody can't give you freedom and say free. You ever hear about that? You ever hear somebody giving you freedom? Who did they give freedom to? What race, they gave freedom to? Akim, what race did they give freedom to? What ethnicity did they give freedom to? Come on.
It's a lot of blocks.
Blacks. The Caribbean. You go to your history on all the Caribbean islands. They were given freedom. Nobody fought for it. What happened in America? Did anybody fight for it in America? So like, yeah, I'm that one. I'm just gonna put you on mute just for now, right? To what? Right? Did anybody fight for it? How was the black man freed in America? Did he fight for it?
Through a vote, sir.
Not in my vote. There was no fight. We were given freedom. It's in what do you call this in the asterisks? Right? We were given freedom. That's why we say today that what? Black people are still what? In captivity. Right? Because freedom is something you have to take. Right? Did England give America freedom?
La, sir.
Yeah, they didn't give England didn't give America freedom. And how you know America is free from England?
Slag, sir.
Come on.
Well, I mean, it has its own independent government.
Mm-hmm. And
So like, sir, would it be the Brexit?
not okay. Not what you're hearing me?
Come on.
Right. What type of one saying is close to it. America is free from England because one, they have what? Their own flag. They have the what? Their own money. They have the what? Own constitution. They have their own what? Their own way of governing their people. You understand?
Come on.
And America don't depend on England to eat. You understand?
Come on.
All right?
Come on.
Like who makes America money? Who gives America money value? Right? America does. America prints their own money, everything. Give me where Christ says, this is the last one, right? Where Christ said, when he asked, I believe it was one of the disciples, when he said, show me the conscript or the money. Whose face is on it? I tell them what? Render unto Caesar what is Caesar, and unto the Lord what's the Lord. Give me that. You find it? Look at Mark 12 and 17. Mark 12 and 17.
This is the book of Mark. I got it, Cap. This is the book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahushua answering said unto them, render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to the Most High the things that are the Most High's.
All right. Say that one more time. He said what? Render unto what?
Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's.
Why was Christ saying this to them?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Basically like, showing, basically telling them whatever taxes you owe to the government, pay your taxes.
Why he's telling them that? Because they were under
captivity.
Use a pretty
It wasn't free.
political term. Yes, there was captivity, or what they like to say, under occupation, Roman occupation. You understand?
Okay.
We weren't free. So Christ had to let him know, we ain't in kingdom as yet, brother. Right? Take the money out your pocket. We're still slaves. Right? So just go pay your taxes. Go do it.
Okay.
You understand? And with doing it and knowing that this is not a kingdom, now fight for it. Fight for it. Fight to get free. You understand? That Christ has to come back with what? Over 2 million angels, so that what? They can fight for what? For your freedom.
Okay.
There's no other way you're going to get out. There's no other way we're going to get out of this captivity but by fighting when Christ returns. Right? So you oppressors out there, right? We wait until Christ returns.
Okay.
All right? Don't get in your head saying we talking about we trying to pluck we on January 6th. No. You ain't gonna get that. We wait until Christ return. Then we're gonna get justice. Then we're gonna get that freedom. Now we're just doing one. We're just fishing and educating brothers on this Bible, sisters on this Bible, kids, children on this Bible. You understand?
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. All right. Any questions?
Sir.
All right. You're sure you're good to go?
Come on.
All right, no sweat. All right. Who are passing the class to? I
won.
Banke Allen?
Salaki. The troopers in Eastern Carolina are actually no, they can't do the announcements.
No.
Salaki, sir.
Do you have the announcements in front of you?
You can pass it to me, sir.
Okay.
I just have to
pass the class over to priest and officer Tabawan. Do you have the announcements?
I'm getting it right now, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
Salaki, I might have it in my phone. Salaki, bear with me, sir. Salaki.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. Carol had the book.
I gave you.
I think I got it right here. Come on, I got it.
Okay.
Come on. Salakia. Salakia.
Yeah, turn it down some.
So like we are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. No rules for brothers. Oh, Salakia, Kevin wants to salute you out first.
No, go ahead. We do it after.
Come on. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, The brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21. And Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means tenth in Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation will be the Feast of Purim, which will be February 22nd and 23rd. One of the Maya Achaemenid Watchmen, check on social media, set is I.S.U.P.K.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and materials.
Yes,
if a brother wants to be,
I forget it. On Saturday, we're gonna have.
If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, sorry, sir.
I'll put myself on mute. Sorry about that.
Okay. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, he's to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K. So, like, we're gonna render one courtesy salute to Captain 13,000 Marasat, men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K. Shabbat, I.S.U.P.K. Barak.
Yeah, Bashim Yashai Barakatham.
Salaki, are there any sisters in any of the classes?
Sir, I don't know.
No sweat. Yaji Matah, class dismissed.